So today I decided to have this heartfelt conversation with you guys about aging. A lot of people, they lack confidence as they grow older, and yet this is the time then you have to be very confident. Why? Because you've gone through the stages of life where you have managed to navigate through the storms of life, and here you are, you're still surviving. 20 years down the line after that incident that you thought was going to kill you, and it didn't kill you, you're still here. And yet, you're so scared to come on the social media front. Do you know that as you grow older, that's when you have to shine even brighter? Your light cannot be dimmed because your age is a badge that you have made it. You have gone through that stage. I'm 51 today, 10:51, 3 days ago, and I feel confident. From the time I reached 50, I realized that, yeah, this is it. I'm aging, and I don't want to be just that woman who is just aging. I want to come out here on the social media space and share those things that I have learned over the years, especially those things that I have experienced. There's so much to talk about, but people think, if I go on social media, what can I talk about? If you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, 70, 80, guys, we have so much. Do you know that there is someone right now who may be waiting just to hear your story so that they can be helped to get out of this situation that they are in at the moment? So you have to feel confident because you have something to offer. You don't have to look 30. You don't have to look 20. You don't have to look 40. You have to look exactly your age. Okay? However, there's a lot to keep up with. We keep up with the trends. Obviously, we come up with our own style. Okay? We're not going to be following what all these young girls are wearing. We've got our own style that we're going to have as we age. We have a way when we know when to be quiet, we know when to answer, because the wisdom is so much in us. Okay, we're not going to get involved in any quarrel, any talks that are not necessary. We're not going to be found there. When they call us to join in, they are wanting our opinion because they've realized that we have something to offer. I hope this video is going to give you that confidence that you were lacking. And you may be listening to this conversation and thinking, if I come on the social media, what is it that I'm going to talk about? There's a lot that you can talk about. Some of you have got children. How did you manage to raise your children? Was it easy? Someone right now, he doesn't know how many children she should have and what should she consider before she decides how many children she wants. Okay, you have so much to talk about. You wanted one child and you end up with 4. And what happened? We want to know, how did you manage? How did you cope? I have gone through, I'm that girl who was brought up in Africa, and I lived half of my life in Africa and half of my life in the UK. So I've got a lot to talk about. My life in Africa, my life in the UK. And the other thing again is I got married in Africa, but I started staying with a husband in Europe. Okay? So being Mrs., I started experiencing it here in a very difficult lifestyle environment where you're foreigners and you're trying to figure out how do we get on, how do we get things working. So there's something that I have to talk about. There's a lot. I will never run out of ideas or what can I talk about. And do you know that those things that people feel uncomfortable talking about are the things that people are looking for advice on the internet. These are the areas that people need help with. For example, people are going through heartbreaks. Share your story. Come and share your story. How did you go through it? What was it? What happened? There's something that someone can take from it. There's a light that you have. When you share your story, someone will say, if she has managed to go through this, I will. That's what we are here for. We've got so much experience about life that it's not possible for me not to talk about it. I have to say everything. I haven't even started yet. There is so much that I need to talk about. I've got another page on Facebook here, on YouTube, Tandy Psalms, and also on YouTube. I've on TikTok. I have nearly 500,000 followers, right? Coach T Psalms, and on Facebook I've got 53,000 followers. Coach T Psalms. The story is the same. I'll never run out of ideas what to say. And I have a lot of people coming in. There's a lot of people who we've met through the matchmaking program that I was doing, but I've moved on now. I need to do things because I can't keep on doing the same thing. Every year things should change. I have to upgrade, but I'm still there, sharing my experiences, still having clients behind the scenes, talking about life. I made myself that person who is comfortable and confidential, who can keep people's information private when they talk to me. When they contact me, I keep it to myself. I don't bring it to social media. There's a lot of maturity that is required in that case. Where someone approaches you with an issue, and you should know that it's confidential. It's not to share on social media. There's a temptation for some people to say, oh, she told me, let me go and share this. If you are going to share it, make sure you don't mention people's names. Okay? Don't mention people's names. That's what we are there for. We're there to make someone's life much easier. We're there to make someone's burden easier to carry. We're there to make someone's burden be carried with faith that things will get better. Because with God, things are going to be truly better. People may be asking, if God exists, why did this person go through this? Bible doesn't say that you're not going to go through trials and tribulation. Okay? It doesn't promise that. Okay? We have to go through it. We're in this world, there's a lot going on here in this world we are supposed to deal with. So this is it. So if you're at that age where you lack confidence, this is the age you have to be now very confident. Because you know too much just to be, not to be known on social media, not to have a space just to say, to come and teach something or share your story. Sharing your story is powerful. There's no competition when it comes to that. People may hear different kinds of stories, but your story is yours. You own it. You managed it differently. You went through it differently. How you survived is different. That makes it just unique to you. So why are you not coming here to tell us? This is January 2025. And you still have that story. You also have those stories. You don't want to share? Why? You haven't told us about your job. How, when did you start working? Did you like it? What about that heartbreak which you had? What about that divorce? Was it okay? What did you learn from it? Your children, raising your kids. Was it easy? Travel. Did you travel throughout when you were younger? Why? Are you regretting it? What is that thing that you're regretting about? Come and share it. Because someone who is in their 20s may not be doing that, and then later on when they get to your age, they realize that, oh my God, I wasted my time. I love traveling. And I've realized that as I grow older, sometimes I don't want to travel. So I make sure I travel as much as I can. By the time I reach my 70s, I'll slow down. But when it comes to flying, going to different countries, now is my time. I have to be doing it whilst I'm still able to go on my own being unaccompanied. So these are things that I would always tell someone that, what, if you want to travel, don't say you're going to travel when you retire. No one knows whether we're going to get there. And you live each day as if it is your last day. All right? We live each day as if it's your last. So make sure you make the most of your time. Use it productively. If you want to travel, travel. Don't waste time saying, I'm going to do it when I retire. Retiring when? When are you going to retire? So we don't waste our time at all. We just go for that thing that we say we want to do. Just do it. Okay? And confidence is you have it. Don't compare yourself to other people. You're so unique. You don't have any competitor. You are in the league of your own. Guys, I hope this was helpful, and it's time for me to go. It was just my break time. So I'm gonna go now, and I hope you're going to find this video very helpful. And I hope after listening to this, you're going to start feeling confident. You're not going to look at yourself as if, oh, I'm too aged to be on a social media space. No, you're not. This is the time when you're actually needed. This is the time when they need you here on social media. All right, good luck.